Hello my lovelies and welcome to today's video. In today's tutorial I've done this warm orangey pinky cut creasy look for you guys. We've just come out of winter where I live and we're in springtime now and the weather is turning very sunny and warm and beautiful. So it inspired me to do this warm, happy, sunny look. Anyway my lovelies, let's get started. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and let me know what you think in the comment section below.
Alrighty, so I've already done my eyebrows and concealed and set my eyes, and today I'm starting off with this yellowy colour from the Morphe 35U palette and also my eyeshadow brush. So using my eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to take this yellowy colour on the outer corner of my eyelid there and all the way through my crease and blending it above my crease. Being my transition colour, I really want this shade to cover the majority of my eye space there. And applying the shade in the same way on the other side. And now I'm taking this brighter orange colour from the Morphe 35U palette and just taking this into my outer corner of my eyelid there and through my crease as well, just not taking it as high as I took the transition shade. And just going in and applying it in the same way on the other side. And now just going ahead and taking my larger fluffy blending brush, just going to take this brush over the edges of the two transition colours I just applied, just to blend them all out and make sure there's no harsh lines there at all. And now taking the colour Slowburn from the Urban Decay Electric palette, just taking my eyeshadow brush and packing this shade into the outer corner of my eyelid there. Just keeping this shade very compact and close to the outer corner and taking it through the crease as well. Now just going back in with my clean blending brush and taking it over the edge of this colour that I just applied, just blending it in a sideways and upwards motion just to make sure there's no harsh lines there, and it blends into my transition shades. And now taking Venetian Red from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, just packing this in my outer corner there, just keeping this colour the most compact out of all the colours, really packing it into the outer corner and slightly taking it through my crease. Just do not take this colour too high because keeping it compact will create the blending effect from darkest to lightest colours on my eye there. Now also just going in with my clean blending brush, taking it over the edge of that colour and blending it into the rest of the colours. And of course doing the same steps on the other eye, packing in that colour, and then we will blend it out. Okay, so now taking the shade Vemere, not Buon Fresco, I'm pointing at the wrong colour here, but anyway, taking this shade and just taking it over my brow bone there, just as my highlighting shade, and over my other brow bone as well. And now going in with my blending brush and blending it between the highlighting shade and the colours on my lid there, just to fuse the two colours together and make it all look blended. Now taking the Crayolan concealer in the shade SYH and my flat defined little concealing brush here, I'm just going to take this concealer and take it just over my crease line, so over the line you see in my eyelid there, just creating almost like a half circle shape here, just a very smooth, sharp line. This is called a half cut crease. And once we've carved out that line, we can go ahead and fill in the rest of our eyelid underneath that. Just the most amount of product in the inner corner, and then tapping the product out on the edge there just so it can blend into the eyeshadow a little bit. Just going ahead and extending that line a little bit. And now following the same steps for my other eye, always make sure when you're carving out a half cut crease or any type of cut crease, you need to go above your crease line, not in it. You need to go just above it. Now taking the Crayolan translucent setting powder and a flat brush this time, I'm going to take the flat brush, dip it in the powder, and then I'm going to tap this onto my concealed eyes, just tapping it into the wet product there to set the product just so it doesn't crease up later on. And once you've tapped all the product in, you can go ahead with a clean brush and just dust all the excess powder off. Just taking my eyeshadow brush back over those outer corners there just to make sure that setting powder is removed. Now I'm just taking Inglot Pure Pigment eyeshadow in the shade 43, and using my flat brush, I'm just going to apply this color to my eyelid there as my beautiful highlighting shade. This pigment is absolutely stunning. It's a little bit hard to see on the camera there, but it is so shiny. It's this beautiful rose goldy champagne-y color. It is stunning. Now taking that same flat brush, I'm going ahead and applying the colour Slowburn across my eyelid in a bit of a diagonal angle there, and doing the same to the other eye. And now tapping the colour Venetian Red back into the outer corner of my eyelid there, just not taking it as far in as I just took the orangey Slowburn colour. So just clean off the flat brush, and then I'm just going to tap that back over the Slowburn colour. So in between Slowburn and my highlighty colour, just tap the brush there, and that'll just kind of fuse the colours together, just make them a bit more blended so the line isn't so harsh. Now I'm going in with my Crayolan Aqua Colour face paint in the colour white, and also my defined concealing brush that I used earlier. Just taking the very end of this brush and dragging it over the carved out line above my crease there that we carved out with the concealer earlier. This step just gives the whole eye look a real pop, just makes the line look even more carved out and clean and precise. Just makes everything really beautiful. And also making sure to apply the heaviest amount of product towards the inner corner of your eye there, and then feathering it out towards the end of the line. And now going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Waterproof Cream Color in the shade Jet, and also my angled eyeliner brush, just dipping the brush in the product and dragging the brush along the edge of the sticky tape there, angling it back down towards the middle of my eyelash line, and then just lining the rest of my eyelash line with the product and joining everything up to create a beautiful straight line, which will create the perfect wing. And now just taking the sticky tape off my face, and you can see the beautiful clean line that's left with the eyeshadow and the eyeliner. It looks absolutely perfect. Now taking a little bullet brush, I'm just going to go back to the shade Slowburn and just apply this underneath my eyelash line there. And now going in with Venetian Red and applying that underneath my eyelash line as well, just taking it all the way under but not quite all the way into the inner corner. Now I'm going in with the Savvy Long Wearing Lip Liner in the shade Bare, and today I'm actually using this as an eyeliner, so taking this over my waterline. And now just going back in with Venetian Red and very carefully tapping it on my waterline over the lip liner slash eyeliner that I just applied, just to set the product. Also taking some of the Inglot pigment that I applied to my lid and just taking this in my inner corner just to highlight my eyes and make them pop. Taking the Rimmel London Extra Super Lash Mascara in the colour Black, just coating my top and bottom eyelashes with this. And now going in with the shades RN1 and RN2 from the Crayola Concealer Wheel, blending these two colours together and just applying them to any discoloured areas on my face, once again around my nose and nostrils, and also any blemishes like on my chin there, as you can see, just to neutralise all of these so we can't see them through my foundation. And now going in with the buffing brush and just blending all that concealer out into my skin. So I'm just going in with my Dior Star Foundation in the shade 040, also taking my large stippling brush there and also my wet beauty blender. Just going to take the stippling brush first of all and taking the product over one side of my face, my cheek, nose, chin, and also blending it over my jawline and down my neck just to blend it into my skin color so we don't have any harsh lines around my jaw or anything like that. And then going ahead with my wet beauty blender and tapping it all over the foundation that I just applied, just to blend it all into my skin so we can't see any brush lines, brush strokes, anything like that. And now going ahead on the other side of my face with the stippling brush again, applying the foundation. Once again, I'm going to take it over my jawline and down my neck, and then going back in with the beauty blender and tapping it all out to give it that beautiful airbrushed finish. And lastly, applying the foundation to my forehead with the stippling brush and then tapping it all out with the beauty blender. And now I'm just going to go ahead and use a pair of these. They're actually unbranded eyelashes that I just got from eBay. Just applying these to my eyes. I will say I didn't actually like these and I won't be using them again, but it's okay. All trial and error. Now I am taking my Mirror Nest concealer stick in the shade Barely Beige. I'm just going to paint this stick on my under eye area there, under my eyes and next to my nose, in a very kind of triangular shape. Also taking it down the center of my nose, through the center of my forehead there, on either side of my lips and down my chin. And going back to my wet beauty blender, I'm just going to take it over all the, I was about to say eyeshadow, no girl. Taking it over all the concealer I just applied and blending it out into my foundation. And now dipping my wet beauty blender into the Crayola translucent setting powder and pressing that all under my eyes there, and then taking a larger fluffy brush and using that to apply the setting powder to the rest of my face and jawline and down my neck a little bit, just to set all the foundation and concealer. And now just going ahead and dusting off all that excess setting powder. And now going in with the shade Sombre from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette and my little contouring brush here. Just taking this brush and the product and taking it into the hollows of my cheeks. I also just take the colour very lightly under my jawline and also around my forehead just to create that sculpted kind of look. Now also going in with the shade Shadow Play from the same palette and the same brush, just taking this in the hollows of my cheeks as well just to deepen that contour and make my cheekbones protrude a little bit more. And now I'm going in with the shades Lucid and Lyric from that same palette, just taking my larger fluffy brush and tapping these colours onto my under eye area. This just gives my face a more highlighted and fresh appearance. And I also tap these colours just over my chin, edge of my nose and middle of my forehead there. And now taking my all-time favourite highlighter, Amrezy by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and my larger fluffy brush, just taking this highlighter over my cheekbones. And as always, over the tip of my nose, over my cupid's bow, and over the temples of my forehead. Now going in with the shade Amaretto from the Jaclyn Hill and Becca contour palette. Just going to smile and take this shade very lightly over the apples of my cheeks just to put a bit of warmth and colour back into my face. And now going back to my Savvy long wearing lip liner in the shade Bear, and also this NYX Lingerie matte lip cream in a nude shade. Just starting off with the lip liner in my cupid's bow there, and then dragging the lip liner down to the outer corners of my mouth. And then going ahead and lining my lower lip. And lastly, I'm going to go ahead and apply the NYX Lingerie matte lip cream to mainly the center of my lips. And once I've applied all that, I'm going to press my lips together, and once it sets and is all dried, it's going to give a beautiful matte look. And here we have the finished look.
Thank you so much for joining me in today's video, my loves. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you did, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. As per usual, I will be leaving a full list of my social media links in the description bar below, as well as a full list of all the products I used in today's video. If you do have any questions about the video today, or any of the products or anything like that, please don't hesitate to let me know. And also, if you have any tutorial requests or makeup looks you want me to do, then please don't hesitate to let me know as well. I really want to know what you'd like to see from me. But yes, until next week, guys, I will see you in my next tutorial, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful week. Bye!